What's kicking, tech fans, and welcome back to Techbeast TV. Get ready to have your minds blown as we dive deep into the wild world of mega machines and extreme logging. We're talking colossal trees, monster trucks, and power like you've never seen before. You won't want to miss a second of this. We kick things off deep within the emerald heart of the rainforest, folks, where a battle of titans is about to unfold. Our skilled logger, looking like a modern-day Paul Bunyan, is armed with a roaring chainsaw. Probably a professional-grade beast like a Steel MS 661, packing around 7.2 horsepower and a 36-inch bar, ready to make some noise. He's squaring off against a true jungle giant, a tree that's probably seen centuries pass. Feel that tension, people? The air is practically crackling as that high-powered saw, spinning its chain at over 80 miles per hour, bites relentlessly into the ancient, weathered bark. And timber. The giant is down, but don't you go anywhere because getting it out of the woods is a whole other ballgame. Strap in. All right, the prize is felled, but the journey has just begun. Get a load of this raw struggle, folks. We've got a classic white workhorse, a heavily laden logging truck, probably tipping the scales at over 80,000 pounds gross vehicle weight, fighting its way through some seriously treacherous terrain. The ground here has been churned into an unforgiving, muddy morass, a real quagmire that's threatening to swallow this rig whole. Can you hear that powerful diesel engine? Likely a Cummins or a Detroit diesel with upwards of 450 horsepower and over 1,500 pound-feet of torque. Just straining, the transmission is whining like a hungry coyote as the driver skillfully searches for any hint of traction. Those massive tires, each one costing a pretty penny, are spinning, digging deep, battling the slick, sucking earth that grips them relentlessly. These aren't your average big rigs. These are purpose-built off-road logging trucks. We're talking potential legends like the mighty Hayes HDX or the Pacific P16. Trucks known for their sheer toughness and ability to haul over 100 tons in extreme conditions, often featuring robust frames and powerful engines exceeding 600 horsepower. Back to the basics now, where man and machine meet the timber one-on-one. But don't let the change of scenery fool you. Felling a tree always demands respect and skill. The setting changes, but the logger's core task remains the same, harnessing the raw power of the chainsaw to bring down timber. Here in a different woodland environment, a logger tackles a more modest tree, but don't let its size fool you. Every tree presents its own unique challenge and demands respect. The familiar high-pitched scream of the saw, likely a versatile model in the 50 to 70 cc range, perhaps a Husqvarna 455 Rancher, a real American favorite known for its X-Torque engine. Chainsaws are impressive, sure, but wait till you see the kind of heavy metal they bring in when the going gets really tough and muddy. All right, folks, brace yourselves as we enter the realm of truly unstoppable iron. Behold these monstrous articulated tractors, possibly formidable Kirovets, K700 series giants, or rugged Belarus-style machines. True kings of the off-road world. We're talking machines that can weigh over 13 tons and boast engines putting out 300 horsepower or more, designed with massive, low-pressure tires that look like they could roll over a small car without noticing. They are engineered to conquer terrain that would swallow lesser vehicles whole. Watch this green giant, a Kirovets perhaps, with its signature articulated steering, providing incredible maneuverability in tight spots, churned through thick, soupy mud and dense brush, its powerful engine never faltering. But even these behemoths can be humbled. See it there, bogged down, the swampy earth refusing to yield its grip. Now witness the rescue operation. Another powerful tractor, a red MTZ/Belarus forwarder. We've seen some big trees, but what's coming up next? This one's a true monarch of the mountains, and felling it is an art form. High on a fog-draped mountainside, we face the ultimate challenge, a colossal ancient tree, possibly a majestic western red cedar, a true monarch of the forest, hundreds of years old and towering over 200 feet tall. Our logger, clad in full protective gear, stands dwarfed by its sheer, unbelievable scale. The setting is breathtakingly perilous, perched on a steep slope shrouded in mist, making every move a calculated risk. Watch the meticulous preparation. Axes ring out, creating the perfect face. Wedges are set to guide the fall, and then the powerful style chainsaw, likely a top-handle model for this kind of dangerous incline work, or a larger felling saw, if access allows, begins its crucial work, carving the deep undercut. The tension is absolutely electric, folks. This isn't just cutting wood, it's engaging with centuries of growth, a living monument. The final back cut begins, the saw biting deep, its chain lubricated by an automatic oiler to keep it cool under immense friction. Listen, those telltale cracking echoes, growing louder, more insistent, like the prelude to an earthquake. The giant groans, leans slowly, impossibly, then surrenders to gravity with astonishing speed, thundering down the mountainside in a cataclysmic, earth-shattering fall that you can feel in your chest. Unbelievable. That's a once-in-a-lifetime tree and a masterclass in felling. From felling these giants with precision to hauling them out with brute force, the action never stops. Let's see what our next mechanical marvel is up against in the bog. Deep within the unforgiving forest, a titan of timber transport faces its nemesis. Witness this rugged green forwarder, a true beast of burden, likely a John Deere or Ponsse machine, laden heavy with harvested logs, locked in a desperate, muddy battle against the earth itself. These forwarders are amazing pieces of kit, often featuring 8-wheel drive, hydrostatic transmissions for smooth power delivery, and a payload capacity that can exceed 15 tons, sometimes even 20 on the larger models. The terrain here has transformed into a treacherous swamp, a deep maw of mud and water, threatening to swallow it whole. Listen to that diesel engine, probably putting out close to 200 horsepower. Strain, feel the immense torque channeling through its sophisticated drive. Train as those colossal, specialized tires, sometimes fitted with tracks for extra grip. Churn relentlessly, clawing, fighting for any purchase in the clinging mire. Every inch gained is a victory wrenched from nature's grasp. From the brute force of the forest floor, we head indoors to where skill and precision take center stage. It's time to see that timber transformed. The journey of timber continues, folks, shifting from brute force in the wild to focused precision in the workshop. Inside, witness the raw power of a different kind unleashed. Two craftsmen carefully maneuver a massive, unwieldy log, a giant piece of nature's artistry, onto the formidable table of an industrial bandsaw. This isn't your grandpa's hobby saw. These machines can have blade speeds exceeding 8,000 feet per minute and motors pushing 25 horsepower or more, designed for continuous, heavy-duty resawing of serious timber. Feel the anticipation build as they align the timber, guided by years of experience and precise markings. Then the blade engages, a thin, flexible ribbon of hardened steel, maybe 1.5 to 2 inches wide, slicing effortlessly through dense wood, revealing the hidden grain and beautiful patterns within. This vertical bandsaw, a cornerstone of the woodworker's craft, demands respect and incredible skill. From high-tech workshops to old-school muscle and ingenuity, the journey of timber is full of surprises. Get ready for a different kind of sawmill action. Hold your breath, folks, as we witness raw, untamed power meeting industrial precision in a classic sawmill setup. Right before your very eyes, a colossal log, a true titan of the forest, is positioned on the mighty carriage. This log easily weighs several tons and could be 3 to 4 feet in diameter. It absolutely dwarfs the surrounding machinery, a testament to nature's grandeur. Now listen to that rising whine, the scream of the enormous circular head saw spinning to life. A gleaming disc, maybe 54 to 60 inches in diameter, with carbide-tipped teeth, hungry for timber and spinning at thousands of RPM. Watch as the automated carriage, controlled by a skilled sawyer, feeds the behemoth forward, inch by relentless inch, into the saw's unforgiving teeth. Sawdust explodes like fireworks. Hydraulic turners, or log dogs, grapple with the immense weight, rotating the log with surprising agility for the next precise cut. Each pass sculpts the giant, transforming raw, round wood into a massive, squared beam or cant. The tension is electrifying. Can man's machine truly master this natural giant? From industrial might to incredible ingenuity, you won't believe how they move logs when the big machines can't reach. This next bit is wild. From the controlled chaos of the mill, we plunge deep into the rugged wilderness where necessity is truly the mother of invention. Here, ingenuity clashes with brute force in a staggering display of human effort. And, let's be honest, some serious guts. Feast your eyes on this incredible contraption, a motorcycle, probably a sturdy 150 to 250 cc model, stripped down, modified with a reinforced frame and heavy-duty suspension, and reborn for an almost impossible task, hauling timber giants that outweigh it many times over. But look at the challenge. A team of men's strains, muscles bulging like overinflated footballs, coordinating their strength against the crushing weight of a freshly cut log. The logs are loaded, but the perilous journey has just begun. Witness the incredible skill, the sheer nerve of this rider navigating this unbelievably overloaded motorcycle. First with two enormous logs that look like they belong on a full-size truck, then later with a towering stack of smaller ones, each configuration a death-defying test of balance and control. He wrestles the machine over treacherous, uneven ground, rocks, roots, and ruts, forming a natural, brutal obstacle course. Hear that small engine, probably screaming at its red line, straining under the immense burden, putting out every last ounce of its maybe 15 to 20 horsepower. All right, let's get back to some serious horsepower. When the mud gets deep and the forest floor is a swamp, you call in the titans. Witness the raw power unleashed. Deep within the thawing forest, a mechanical titan confronts its nemesis, thick, unforgiving mud. This isn't just driving, folks. It's a relentless battle against the elements. Feel the tension as the massive, deep-lug tires of this forwarder, perhaps a Komatsu or a Tigercat, known for their extreme duty capabilities, churn, desperately seeking traction in the mire that threatens to engulf it. These machines can weigh upwards of 20 tons empty and fully loaded. They're a true force to be reckoned with, often equipped with powerful six-cylinder diesel engines, pushing over 250 horsepower. Every meter gained is a hard-won victory. This is the mighty forwarder, a purpose-built beast with features like bogie axles for better weight distribution and ground contact. Designed for exactly this kind of treacherous terrain. But even for this giant, the challenge is immense. The engine strains, the articulated body twists, its hydraulic system working overtime. The battle shifts from mud to muscle. Having conquered the swamp, the forwarder now demonstrates its primary purpose, the harvest, or more accurately, the extraction. Watch the hypnotic, almost balletic dance of the hydraulic grapple crane, an extension of the operator's will, controlled by precise joysticks from the comfort of an often climate-controlled cab. These cranes can have a reach of over 30 feet and lift several tons with ease, making quick work of heavy timber. With astonishing precision, despite the immense weight of the timber, it plucks heavy logs from the forest floor. From the high-tech felling to the heavy hauling, let's switch gears and head back to the jungle for another impressive display of chainsaw mastery. Deep within the sweltering emerald jungle, The air crackles not just with humidity, but with raw anticipation. Witness the sheer power unleashed as man confronts nature's ancient giant. The relentless, screaming roar you hear isn't just any tool. It's the formidable Steel MS 381 chainsaw, a legendary workhorse in the 72cc class. This machine is famed for its high torque, delivering incredible cutting power even in the toughest hardwoods, and its legendary rugged durability, often considered a go-to saw for professional loggers in demanding conditions. It's specifically engineered for the most demanding tasks like this, felling massive, imposing timber with unwavering performance and sheer brute force, putting out around 5.3 horsepower. From the sweltering jungle to the frozen north, these machines and their operators don't care about the weather. Get ready for a snow battle. Now witness a titan of the timberlands battling the harsh, bone-chilling winter elements. In the heart of the frozen forest, the legendary Belarus MTZ tractor, possibly the rugged MTZ 1025 model, a real powerhouse known for its simplicity and toughness, or a similar robust model, claws its way through deep ice and treacherous mud. This isn't just a machine, it's a force of nature built for punishment, often featuring a diesel engine around 130 horsepower and a no-nonsense mechanical transmission that can take a beating. See how its chain tires, essential for these conditions, grip the treacherous ground, providing relentless traction where others would simply surrender and become expensive snowmen. Its powerful hydraulic grapple, an indispensable tool for any logging tractor, snatches and stacks heavy logs with startling precision and raw force, a testament to its versatile, robust design. But the ultimate display of might is hauling the massive payload out through this unforgiving terrain. Feel that deep engine roar, the sheer torque transferring raw engine power to the wheels as it strains against the load. It conquers the landscape, relentlessly dragging tons of timber towards civilization, a mechanical beast pitted against the wild, truly unstoppable, forging ahead no matter the obstacle. That's Russian engineering for you, tough as nails and built to last. The machines get the logs out of the wildest places, but then it's up to human skill and different kinds of saws to turn them into something more. Back to the workshop. Beyond the mechanized giants of the forest, the timber's journey enters a new crucial phase. In crowded yards like this bustling hub of activity, experienced eyes and calloused hands meticulously inspect the colossal harvest, judging each log's hidden potential, looking for quality, defects, and the best way to mill it for maximum yield. Sheer manpower then often takes center stage, wrestling these unwieldy giants into the workshop, positioning them with practiced care for the hungry teeth of the mill. Behold the bandsaw, the roaring heart of this local enterprise, less mobile than those forest tractors perhaps, but demanding immense respect and unwavering skill from its operator. This isn't a toy. A large industrial bandsaw can have a throat capacity of 36 inches or more, allowing it to handle truly massive logs, with blade tension systems ensuring a straight, clean cut every time. Guided by a steady hand, this powerful blade, traveling at thousands of feet per minute, requires absolute focus. Hear that high-pitched scream as steel bites deep, slicing relentlessly through the solid hardwood, transforming raw, rugged nature into precise, valuable lumber. This is where raw material meets refined technique, a symphony of controlled power and human expertise shaping the world around us, one plank at a time. Speaking of skill, felling a tree on a steep slope, that takes nerves of pure steel and a whole lot of precision. You gotta see this. Woo boy, talk about big timber and even bigger challenges. We're in some serious country now, folks. Steep slopes making every single job a sweaty, back-breaking, real nail-biter. There's our logger putting in the work with that powerful steel saw. Could be an MS462R CM A professional's choice for its excellent power-to-weight ratio, perfect for this kind of demanding work where every ounce counts. You gotta have nerves of steel and a whole lot of know-how to work in conditions like these. Just look up at that giant of a tree. Takes your breath away, doesn't it? Now, get a load of this. It all comes down to the wire. See those cuts? That's the perfect notch. A clean back cut. And that tiny strip of wood left in the middle? That's the hinge, folks. The absolute payoff for all that careful, painstaking work. Everything, and I mean everything, rides on that little bit of holding wood, doing its job just long enough, letting go at just the right second. Talk about pressure. This is the point of no return. Everyone's clear, everyone's watching. Hold your breath, because when that last fiber snaps, timber, an explosion of sound and motion as tons of wood come crashing down. Absolutely textbook. Getting these giants out of the jungle often means facing some pretty sketchy obstacles. You won't believe this next feat of nerve-wracking transportation. All right, folks, we've seen these big rigs, like those Oshkosh Defense heavy-duty trucks we glimpsed earlier, capable of hauling insane loads, powering up and loaded down deep in the jungle. But hold your horses, because it gets even sketchier out here than a $2 steak. Getting the timber out sometimes means crossing paths. Mother Nature didn't exactly design for multi-ton trucks. Know what I mean? Look at this setup. A heavy load, probably weighing over 60,000 pounds, inching its way across a makeshift bridge that looks like a strong gust of wind or a hyperactive squirrel might take it down. Talk about a white-knuckle moment. You see that loader, maybe a Caterpillar or Komatsu sitting there on the other side? It might be there to help pull them across if they get stuck, or maybe it's just there for moral support, or in case things go seriously south and they need a heavy rescue. These drivers, they gotta trust their rig, trust that rickety collection of logs and hope, and just go for it. That ain't just driving, folks. That's pure, unadulterated nerve, and probably a few silent prayers. One crossing at a time, hoping for the best, praying to the patron saint of log haulers. That's how they earn their keep in the wild, wild world of logging. From sketchy bridges to the final loading, it's a team effort all the way, combining brute strength with a surprisingly gentle touch. Let's see the handoff. Okay, folks, so that big cat skidder, maybe a 545D, a real workhorse known for its pulling power and durability with its powerful grapple, muscles the logs out of the woods, dragging them through the muck and mire to the landing site. Then it's time to pass the baton. Enter the loader, perhaps that big yellow Volvo L180 or L220 we saw earlier, a machine built for heavy lifting with an operating weight that can exceed 30 tons and a bucket, or in this case, grapple, capacity to match. Look at this machine work. It's gently grabbing these monster logs one after another and stacking them high and tight on the flatbed trailer. Takes finesse, right? You gotta place them just so, distributing the weight correctly for a safe journey down those winding mountain roads. And that's a wrap on another jaw-dropping adventure into the world of extreme machines here on Techbeast TV. From the heart of the forest to the teeth of the sawmill, it's clear that skill, power, and some serious guts are what it takes to get the job done. Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you love seeing these mechanical monsters in action as much as we did, do us a solid, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. We've got plenty more awesome videos coming your way, and you won't want to miss out. Until next time, stay curious and keep it heavy.